Alrighty. Hello world, we're just doing a quick one today. I'll just check that we're okay on Twitch as well. I'm live. Looks good. Okay. I don't have my iPad today, so what I'm going to do is just write a quick overview here. So today, and actually right now it's Saturday night here, so it's just going to be quick, it's just going to be short and sweet. The main thing what I want to do is come back to what we were looking at yesterday sometime, 24-ish hours ago I think it was. We've got our SCTE 35 package, and we've also got our HLS package that we're developing. What we were doing was we were inserting SCTE 35 into a playlist. The way we were doing that was actually just using a byte slice. But because the SCTE 35 and HLS are in the same Go module, and neither of them have any external dependencies, I think it's pretty safe to just do it directly like this. So have the HLS package depend on SCTE 35, because at this point it's only like the standard library, Go standard library, I mean, where things can depend on each other, and it's no problem. You don't really think about it. Everything's tested as one thing. Everything's versioned the same. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe, especially because it's not really easy to. One of the patterns you see in the standard library is when they'll copy, literally just copy and paste a few functions out of one package and paste them into another package, and then have testing in between them just to make sure that they match up. But for us, we're not really able to just we're not just able to copy and paste a few functions like that, because we've got a whole bunch of yucky sort of bit packing logic, and it's not really a nice thing to do. So I think anyway, that's the first thing I want to do, and then the next things I don't even remember, and because it's late and because this is only going to be short, let's just do it like that. So let's just get cracking straight away. I'll just make sure that my screen is okay, because I'm not used to doing this without the iPad, so I feel a little bit lost without my tools. Okay, let's open this up. Set the font for everybody. And then let's start our formatter, and we'll start just a web interface for the documentation server. Okay. So what we want to look at is in our M3U8, like the playlist file function, we'll go into, actually, let me show you in the documentation first, and then we'll have a look at the code, just to kind of give us a good overview. Oh, whoops, yeah, okay, and then just yep, okay. Open up this chat as well. What do I do? How do I open it up? There we go. Hey there. Hey, how's it going? Hi. Now, maybe somebody's watching. That would be really good to see if they can start streaming. So if everybody can write in the chat or say anything to say, Tordenist, please start streaming. I think that'll be really cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that. There we go. Okay, let's please start streaming. Yeah, I started. Thanks, man. Okay. So in our package, in a segment, in the date range tag, okay, there's our QIN. Nice work. Thank you. It's yeah. Thanks. That's super kind. It's yeah. The guy's fucking clever. So I think the world needs to see what's going on in his head. Okay. The code is here as well. I'll just write this up. Okay. So anybody who wants to follow along, I'll also just oops. Yeah, okay, all right, whatever. I'll open up Twitch chat as well. Sorry, I should have done this before, but it's Saturday, so I can be sloppy. Great. Okay, let's try again. So these here are just a slice of bytes. Now, one thing we could do, one approach, is to actually add some documentation there, right? So what we'd do is we'd open up our file and then we'd find the type that we're looking for. Segment, date range, here we go. So here's one approach. Go, so Q in contains an encoded SCTE 35 splice, splice insert or time signal message. Okay, that's pretty clear because, like that. But another thing we can do is this. Now, to me, that's really good. I mean, now we've got the compiler checking it for us. We've got a documentation without needing comments. To me, I think that's I think that's much better. And actually, this one as well. This is also going to be a splice. Now, of course, we're still going to have a comment here, right, that says something about the fact that this one comes before this one or whatever. But we can add that later. Just for now, just to kind of make the point clear, we can I think this is so much better. Now, as a bonus, let's go to our documentation now just to see. Now we can just click it and bang, we've got everything there, right? It's all documented, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, really good. In our function that then, when we write the playlist, so when we encode the playlist, we'll also need to encode the SCTE 35 message. But that's pretty easy because, we've already written that function. We're testing that function already quite extensively. So, well, not quite extensively. It could do with more testing, but we're testing it more than pretty much anything else at the moment. Okay, so that's the first bit we wanted to do. Let's actually modify the function that encodes here. Code, write the date range. Okay, here we go. All right. So that bit changes. Let's write some bytes. So this is equals encode. Was it splicing for that? I can't even remember now. Yeah. Code Q in. And then finally we'll need to put it into hex. That's just what like a hex string, that's just what the HLS spec wants us to do. So we will obey. That bit done, and then, oh whoops, sorry, no, we got that wrong. We need to looks like we're back again. We good? Yep, okay, sorry about that. Don't know what happened there. I do have an Ethernet cable sort of hanging on the ground here, so we'll fix it during the week. Okay, so I'm not sure where I got up to there, what bit I was actually saying. Oh yeah, that's it. Alright, let's do the same thing. This one there, and we'll just change that to Q out. Alright. Good. Yeah, see, so this is good. So before we actually had a different a test that was actually testing whether we, encoded it okay, which is, yeah, that's not what we need, right? Like the HLS package doesn't really care how it should be encoded. It just cares if if the value is there or not. So now we can actually just, to be honest, I think we can just delete this whole test, because the responsibility of encoding the splice info is entirely up to the package, the SCTE35 package anyway. Yeah, sure, we've got this other stuff about the, break and SCTE35 out and all that, but to be honest, I mean, this is pretty trivial, this stuff. This test now, all it would ever do, let's say for example we had a splice info here, right? Let's say if we had a SCTE30, so we had a splice is a SCTE35.splice info. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Tordinus says SCTE35 testing should not be handled by my code. Absolutely. Forking it. No, I no, we wrote the SCTE 35 bit. That's in here. Hey Danny. I wonder what the I know there's like some massive latency between here and it getting to Europe. But anyway, just to like illustrate the point. So let's say we had this, and let's say we had a command which is going to be type. This is a splice insert, say. And the insert actual command parameters here. There'll be things like has a duration, which is going to be 1, 2, 4, 5, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So say we've got all this. Now all the test now would do is execute this from a different package and then just call sprintf. But who cares about that? Sprintf, we don't care about that. So I'm happy to actually just delete this entire test. Other really weird errors, so other stuff will be caught, can be caught by some high level test. So that's cool. Nice. So even though we, if we go back to our playlist here, and I know Danny says hi. What about the doggy? Okay, so even though, where were we? Added date range. Yeah. Okay. So even though we we added a tiny bit of code to encode the to actually encode the splice. Actually gotten rid of a whole test, which is great. I'm super happy with that. So let's we can actually write a little bit of documentation as well. We want that anyway. So let's go to our date range and just be a little bit more specific. So I'm so happy that I'm streaming right now. I'm so happy about it. Yeah, I think Frappe is one of those developers who's doesn't really get the zen and the simplicity of Go if they're so sad about arenas. I'm not sure they're a real developer. Sorry. I can't remember the exact ones here. It's actually in the spec. Oh no, those are the examples. That's good. That's actually just like my girlfriend. Let's just try and get a short version of this that we can just write here, so that, because even though this is a splice info, you know, there's still a lot of stuff that could be set in there. So we want to just document what it really could be, or what it should be. Seeing here we got in splicing must be placed in SCTE in attribute. And then with out of network set to true. That bit has to be there. Automatically infer the attribute based on the content. The attributes of based on the content. Is splice info expecting attributes in a specific order, or will it automatically infer the attribute based on the content? Oh yeah, okay, so yeah. So I guess this is, if I understand the question correctly, I guess this is something about how the attributes of the splice would actually be encoded, say. So what we're doing, which is not great, but it's okay. In our structure, in general, we use nil pointers. In general, there's a couple of places where we use flags, like here. But in general, what we do is that we check for like the 0 or nil value, depending if we're using a pointer or not. So for example, say we have a command and the type is going to be here, but then we've got, really this kind of determines what gets written out. Well, rather this determines what gets written out on the wire, and then we, based on that, it'll say, oh, okay, well, we need to check one of these things. There's a bit of sanity checking in there. So that's a bug that we actually fixed a couple of days ago, where the type, say, was the default 0 value, then the thing would kind of just go on thinking that it was at least in this case, the 0 type was I think it's a null splice. Yeah. So the encoding was all stuffed up. The order of the is splicing info expecting attributes in a specific order, or will it automatically infer the attribute based on the content? Yeah, if that is that kind of the Okay, cool. No worries. No was-as. Alright, now let's just try and finish this documentation. So this pair of splicing commands should be represented time signal commands. Yeah, okay. So it contains the first of the list of the Q pair. With sort of something like that. Let's just do that for now. And then Q, let's name it in out pair. Because there's only one pair. Oops. Maybe that uses out Q. Really, we should really put these in this order just because it's clearer, especially because that's how it, that's how it's actually going to be written out. We've done this order just because that's what was in the spec, but I think having it in this order is a bit clearer, especially because we kind of think in comes before out, but with SCTE 35 it's the other way around. You have the out and then you go back in again. I think that's clearer. So I must match the out Q. Good. All right, now I can finally commit this thing. We're going to have here the use splice info in the date range. Instead of raw bytes. Whether encoding splices, well, let's say encoding splices works. That's already the responsibility of the SCTE 35 package. Makes documentation much clearer. Oh, easy enough. go. See, now that is what we want, right? 22 lines added, 27 deleted. So we're down 5 lines. I'm so tempted just to end the stream here because, you know, when you've actually deleted lines, like your net is fewer lines at the end of the day. Yeah, like that's it, right? Okay. Now let's see what's next. We did that. We've already done this patch here. Last time where we got up to as well was we had written this fun little HLS proxy command. And what HLS proxy does is pretty simple. It'll read in a playlist from some source, say on the internet. It'll, oh God, it's so hard to do this without drawing it, but I'm just going to write it out like this. So all HLS proxy does is it gets a playlist from the internet. So let's say teststreams.mux.dev/test.m3u8, an HLS playlist. It reads it into HLS proxy. HLS proxy decodes, then encodes the playlist, and then writes it out to the client that's requesting it, or the player. Let me run this. Oh, there we go. How did our test not catch that? Oh, because this, yeah, it's okay. We're not testing here. That's easy. Okay. All right, so because we changed our thing from a byte slice to an actual struct, we can just, probably pretty easy to just almost do it in the struct literal. Maybe. So if we've got our insert, splice, insert is the out. Okay, so here we can just start putting in all of our, let's knock that out. So that's our first one. So that's going to be, now that's our splice out, or our queue out, same thing. I don't know why they use two different words for that. It's probably a good reason, but I don't know. All right, next up we have our in, and I'm tempted to do in equals out, and then just change the command around. So we've already got, so we've just made a copy, and then we're going to go grab the, of course we're doing a pointer, so a bit yucky here. Maybe we need to dereference and grab what we want. In this case we're changing the, oh no, yeah, we can just change the value like that. So the in dot, oh no, because then there's a pointer to, yeah, we might want to, let's just do a new command. Okay, so in dot command is, let's do it all again. Type is and then the in insert is again and just grab these values. And we don't have any of that encoding anymore. That's great. So our break is going to start with the out, and then yeah, we'll keep that up there for now, and then the back in again is going to be the segment after. So we've just got one, we've got a break that consists of one this particular video file, and then we're going to go back in using this splice there. So if we set that correctly, date range, yep, okay. So I'll just quickly go over what this function does. Is essentially it just injects a break of the specified duration every one of these segments. So what it does is it'll, I think, what do we do? Yeah, that's basically, so we could give it in a value of like, oh, insert a break every, insert a break of this duration of like 2 minutes every, let's say 10 segments. And a segment, again, is, if you weren't here yesterday or any of the other previous streams, a segment is just like, think about it like a chunk of video. Normally with HLS, you'll get the video split up into these things called segments, which are 2 to 10 seconds long. So we're just kind of using this, and this isn't really how it's done in the real world, but it's a good test. Oh, it's an easy way to do it. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. End.command equals that. And then let's run this thing. Oh, I've already got it running. Okay. Splice ID is, oh yeah, the out. So these IDs have to be the same. So it's the out command insert ID. Can't use. Oh, now it wants a pointer. Okay. So then this one, and then we got this is again going to be a pointer. Cool. Okay. This is a little HLS server running on, listening on the loopback interface, port 8080. And any path, I'm pretty sure. Cool. Okay, here we go. I'll put the music on. I think musicians in the audience will really enjoy this. And then that's our own music. And if I keep that over here, and just make this a bit smaller, you'll be able to watch it. So I think the ads with inject break. Okay, we've done 47. And we do it every 8 segments. So if I remember correctly, the segments in this video are about 10 seconds long. So we should be getting that 80 seconds, which is 1 minute 20 seconds, which is coming up very soon. Yeah. And for whatever reason, this video that we've chosen as the ad is, I actually didn't know this before. It's like, yeah, well, you can see what it is. Some people like breaking into a shop and stealing stuff. So, yeah. I don't know what exactly this will be advertising, but ah. Yeah. Yeah, I actually noticed that. So, you know what? This is because we're doing a stream about streaming. Let's go meta and let's talk about this stream and streaming. So, how this is working right now, if I can show it. Yeah, okay. So for all the kind of, we'll just take a quick break for a sec, especially whilst I think of the next thing to do for SCTE 35. But how this stream in particular is working is we're doing down here. So this one is going, we've got OBS 1935, that's his RTMP, and then that goes out to both Twitch and YouTube, also via RTMP. So we're just running a little ffmpeg command to do that, but one of the issues that we get is the like what Tordinist here was saying is that the compression and delay between here and Twitch is appalling. Yeah, and I've noticed that. So I'll see this kind of message, but then the other message that's probably the most concerning is that I'll get an error message that's something like this stream's codec is unsupported. Both of them consuming the same source. Yeah. Yep. So the ffmpeg is reading in, well, ffmpeg is running its own little RTMP listener, and then we've got two outputs. So the command looks something, I can't show the command just because it has the streaming key in it, but it's something like listen one, and then you know, like 127.1.935, something like that, I can't remember. And then we've got copy, yeah, and then we are going FLV for the flash container, and then we're going out to, you know, and then this is like, you know, twitch.com, yeah. And then the other one is we've got FLV, RTMP, you know, youtube.com, whatever it is. Now the only thing that I can think of is that there's actually some, maybe we are, maybe what's going on is that we're actually accidentally re-encoding in ffmpeg here because of some flags are wrong or something like that. I can just, if I can grab the, I'll grab an obfuscated. This is the command. there's definitely something weird going on there. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. The, yeah, it's interesting because the bit rate is like just totally, yeah. Because why is the bit rate even changing? I mean, like in OBS, I've got a constant bit rate set. You know, I do 3,000 kilobit. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah. Uh, I guess maybe there's some for sure there'd be like some sort of FFmpeg flags for that or something like that, I guess. Yeah, yeah, got to be dropping frames or something. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, and then that's then the bit rate. Yeah, something really. I should. It wasn't doing it before, but I did change the command in the meantime. So that's cool. Nah, this is a stream about streaming. It's fine. We can do that. It's on topic. Oh, how do I send something? Oh, sorry. Here we go. I've just got. Yeah, right. Sorry, everybody. I didn't see this chat. Where do I live? Good GM in here. Let's get some work done. Portugal. Decodes, order, encodes, right? Okay, yeah, let's get back to it. Decodes, order, encode. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and so yeah, so what this proxy does is it actually. All right, if we go back to our. Yeah, what was it? Fmpeg split. Yeah. Decodes, yeah, exactly. Injects segments, and then writes the new playlist back out again. So if we actually have a look at our, so if we take this, so let's have a look at what we're getting. Oh, sorry, I just realized I need to turn off the, there, I'll turn that off so we can get the video playing. So here's our modified playlist. And you can see, let's count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we have our injected segment here, and then we just have one, and then we out, and then we go back in again, and then we're starting off from here. So one of the problems that we run into was it was my proxy. What was my proxy? Oh, the thing that may have been, hey, how's it going? Ah, yeah, yep, yep, yep. Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah, it's, yeah. Three, let's get exactly. There we go. There's that, and then we're getting that there. Oh, wait, sorry, you can't see that. Sorry, you can't see the, let me get, how do you show, so I just realized that you're not able to see the actual OBS there. Should be able to see that now, I think. So that, and then we go settings, yeah. So 3,000, and then, yeah, it's weird. Yeah, that's a that's the maximum. I know. At least the max, by what do you call it? In that. Okay. The one thing that's really pissing me off about this is that for some reason when we play in QuickTime and Safari and all that, it can't read the stream, which to me is strange because you know this seems okay to me. So what I might do is actually save this playlist as just a file on disk, and then I can't remember whether QuickTime is actually okay to load that. Let's see. I thought it was. No, it's not. Okay. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Another server. That's just going to be serving the file. And then let's now try and open it. 1000/test.m3u8. Same thing. maybe there's something to do with it, maybe over HTTPS or something. I think so. There are some online, let's check some online, there are some kind of like web app things. Oh yeah, okay. Let's should we try this thing? Is this gonna make everything better? Hi there, Mehmet. Let's save this file somewhere. Where have I got that to? There we go. Retest that. Code test. Oh, maybe that's all right, let me just check. Yeah, I know that's a weird. I don't quite understand that web app. Oh, whoops. Yeah, of course. That'll be good. Yeah. Nah, I didn't, yeah. Oops. Ah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, yep, agreed. Agreed. They must be using some like I wonder what. Okay, so we've got Unix time, but I reckon like error EC1006. Okay, like we could probably Google that and find the actual library that they're using underneath the hood. But that is a really good idea, yeah. A thing that validates it. So the target duration, let's actually just confirm what that is, just because that's kind of interesting. Right, so let's go here, let's go to RFC. So here. An upper bound on the duration of all media segments. So what about for fun and games? Why don't I just go in and edit the file. Oh, okay, yeah, probably need to do it again. Hey, Tyler's parse error. Interesting. So we've got our duration. Interesting, yeah. Okay. All good. Probably the specifiers must be less than or equal to. Is required. Okay, the other thing that might be interesting is, say we load the playlist that we got that where we got our kind of you know, this from. I think we got it from this playlist. Let's see what's in here. Let's see what their target duration is. Target duration is 4. Huh. range. .505 EML XX. Yeah, okay. All right, so they're doing a byte range over this one file, which is actually 47 seconds long. But yeah, look, okay. So what might be interesting is instead finding a segment, just any kind of segment that is only, you know, like 11, well, no more than 11 seconds long. And we can do that because we've got a bunch of other files here that we could use. So let's go like, I don't know, MSC captions, okay, yeah. Oh no, that's an MP4, let's do, what's this? Okay. Okay, there is a 10-second segment. Let's put that URL there instead of whatever we were serving before. And let's run our proxy. Let's restart our server and see whether QuickTime can play that. So look at our file again. Oh, this it's not 47 seconds, yeah. Of course not. It's actually in our case, it's just 10 seconds. So we set the break still as the duration of that big segment before, but we're not getting that one anymore, so do it again. No. Target duration. Rather than setting a few breaks, let's just do one. Because I don't like how this is the same. It doesn't feel very... Yay. Okay, see you. Remember there's been a few people who said that you should start streaming. So everybody who's, where are we? And where's YouTube? Yeah. we want to get, yeah, we're going to get this person streaming. See you. There we go, see? Much encouragement. Miss you guys heaps. Miss you guys a lot. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Look, yeah. Let's get this playlist. Yeah, okay. All right, sorry, that's what we're doing. Okay, so let's, okay. Oh, in the meantime, I can. Cool. Okay, let's see what Akamai has to say about our stream. Here. Oh, so many times open that. Do I need to? Getting some JavaScript error or something? Not allowed by sort of Firefox. I don't know. Yeah, the cause. Okay, yeah. All right, let's just go to that other web page, whatever it was. Well, this one is happier. Look at this. There's no SCTE 35 markers. Now, I'm not so sure about that, right? I mean, like, there's a whole bunch of different ways that SCTE 35 markers uh, are represented in the, are represented in the real world. So yeah, like there's all sorts of non-standard things. This is the kind of standard, like the thing in the IRFC, in the HLS specification, but yeah. Oh no, that's not, I didn't need this. Yeah, DLC's, yeah, that's right, yeah. Why would it be doing that? Should we put a bit of verbosity on this? Oh, what is V, is it? Oh yeah, that's right, V. I'm going to go to trace. Oh, it's a standard error. New program. Ah, that's, yeah, okay. So that's just a program. Yeah, okay. That's just a transport stream thing. Okay. we're just going to seek ahead to, here we go, 60 seconds. Let's just get to 80 and see what happens here. It said it's going to skip all that stuff, but opening that for reading. Ooh. And then it's straight onto this. So invalid timestamps. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The timestamps not necessarily an issue. Because we've given it a we've told the player about a discontinuity, so it should reset the timestamp in the transport stream. That's a different thing. That's for later. I do want to do an MPEG transport stream work. I think it's quite good, but yeah, we don't need to look at that right now. Yeah, it's weird, that. Super weird. Not quite sure what is going on, whether we need to have let's quickly look at the why don't we, let's say for example we have this file. Oops. Let's yeah. What if we just got rid of the date range altogether? So let's just comment it out, and then let's see how QuickTime handles that. Okay. Oh no, sorry, I've opened the wrong. Now we're going to be going to port 8000 for our different web server, which I haven't even started because I'm a bit tired. Okay, let's do this. Python. Okay, so we're just starting a little web server that'll serve anything out of this temp directory. Okay, and then we're going to go open test.m3u8. Is that the file? Yep. Okay. What if we knock out, let's just knock this out altogether. I don't know, I mean, 71033, discontinuity. Yeah, this seems, I'd say. Okay. Discontinuity. Knock out things one by one. We can close them now. Okay. Oh no, because we've got all these other things. Okay, hold up. Let's just delete. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's limit the whole thing to just that very first break, and that's it. So let's just cut it. Let's cut the whole thing from here on. Dot to and D. Alright, yeah. Yeah, that should be right. Okay. And then I will just do xt x end list. Let's knock out all of that just as a sanity check. All right. Oh god, I hate typing this out every time. Okay, as that does play. Having specification for Apple device what sends a relevant document. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's just like just trying a different player. I'm gonna knock out these tags. Let's try that now. Let's do it like this. We're going to do it. Okay, how about that? So, yeah, there is actually something up with our that feels okay. So at the very end of this, we should get at the very end of this video, we should get our 10-second random snippet. It's that thing there. I'll just skip ahead. There we go. It goes to about 130. Okay, and we're back again. Have you got a program on the panel called Media Stream Validator? No, I don't. Media Stream Validator. Ah. Yeah, I think all that's, I guess from here what we've just found is that there's something up with our, like we've just narrowed this down pretty well. So if we include these in there, then the playlist just breaks altogether. So probably, I feel like what we'd need to do in here maybe is, at least in all the examples, especially in the spec, is included duration. So if I go to here and then open up the RFC, just go to E35. May contain a planned duration. The end date. If the actual end date and time is not known when it is added to the playlist, the duration attribute and type attribute must not be present. Should be signaled by another date range once it has been established. Okay, so and date of the flight should be signaled by another tag. Yeah. Actually, I remember people talking about that on the in this video dev group. One of the things that would be good is video. This would be a really good one to test. I can't remember how. So this is a JavaScript library which adds support for HLS to, non-Apple browsers. Was it video.js? Oh no, sorry, HLS.js. That's what I want. Sorry, mix it up. Here we go. And now we can actually dump in our. Let's open this up in Firefox because we know that doesn't have HLS in it. Just to see this, just to see what happens. So let's. I wonder if it's going to let us do this. Don't know which server's fetching what. Yeah, okay, all right. Okay, we can actually get this up. So let's go. Oh no, the cause error is probably going to get us there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, list a load of musts for quick example. Yeah, okay. I feel like this is probably the thing that we should read through. So. Yeah, I thought the browsers I wasn't sure who was fetching there, but I thought the browsers I can't remember how they handle the cause stuff when you're doing localhost. this is 4 places. Yeah, okay, well, I think it's a good exploration. We definitely, I'm happy that we simplified that SCTE 35 thing in our HLS package, just because, yeah, just because I think that was good. And this has been a good experimentation, but damn, we can't crack it, can we? Narrowed it down to this, so we know that the thing just throws up when we give it even just this simple playlist. I feel, yeah, it's weird though. Like I at least going by the spec, I feel like it's compliant. I don't know. That's the yeah. Well, I feel like let's just do this. We got a hex on. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, outer network true. Parameter splice true. Yeah, duration flag true. Splice media true. Yeah. Oh, 1024 by 768. That's actually pretty big for Internet Explorer 5. Even I remember them, and I don't think I had a monitor with that resolution with IE5. I only had a 640 by 480 monitor, I think. Maybe 800 by what was it, 800 by 600. Yeah, this is a real bitch. This INF discontinuity. INF 10. And this one is hold on. Ooh. Hey, that's interesting. Well, who knows that? I might there's another Python library that can test, let's say, 5, that was it, 3.5. This message here might be encoded wrongly. Let's say, for argument's sake, let's knock out that one. And let's try and play that one. This is going to be here. No, okay, that's fine. Just to check there, discontinuity. do one and not the other. Okay. Nah, that's all right. Okay. Look, it's almost 11 o'clock here, Saturday night, so and I said it was going to be a short one, and it is short. So let's do this. Just put this here. Yeah, frustrating. Damn. I'm just like, but that's all right. I think, yeah, that's yeah. We deleted a lot of code and still added documentation, so that's right. Yeah. So somebody's writing here, it'll be the simplest thing, and you'll wake up in the middle of the night with an aha. Yeah. So hold on, wait. One more check. One more thing. Hold on. This is HS proxy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe immediate true. Something like that. If there's no duration, then. Alright, one more thing. One more. And now, if this really doesn't, then no, I'm done. No. Okay. All good. No luck. Okay. Let's Oh wow, we got quite a few people here. Yeah, sorry to go to bed, guys. I'm getting pretty boring. I mean, if Scuddy 35 wasn't boring enough, then I'm gonna be even more boring and just go to bed. So I'm gonna do that thing where we send people into somebody else's stream. So let's have a look what is going on. It will be really cool if that person who's doing the FreeBSD hacking. Somebody's doing a stream Q&A, outrow, stretch, game dev, a lot of game dev. Test. Fixing Firefox's Rust web GPU. That sounds pretty good. Should we send people there? Is that going to be all right? Swill 6 is working on some Go. Oh, okay. Swill FreeBSD hacking. Yeah, I haven't seen this one. Oh yeah. Oh nah. This guy's doing FreeBSD. He's doing writing in Go. Oh yeah. Low latency HLS. That is a good idea. I'm super interested in low latency HLS. let's send it to swills 6. How do I do it again? Right? Six. Awesome. Yeah, nice. Okay. Thanks everybody. We're going to try and send you all over to FreeBSD hacking in Go. Cheers. Thanks again. Good night, everybody. Have a good day wherever you are. Have a good night. Cheers. Yeah, a low latency HLS is definitely on the agenda. It'll be good. Cheers. Thank you. Oh, the target channel has disabled raids. Everybody's making disabled raids. Okay, everybody get raid swills. How do we do this? There we go. And if we're going to do that one, then I'll send also to RX RBLN.